today's performances and how resilient the team has been all season to make it to this point.
Yeah, I mean, today was, I couldn't be more proud. And I do want to start by saying, a big thank you to all the fans that were able to come out yesterday and today, and also to our entire athletic department for running a first-class event. So, but yes, no, I mean, I really couldn't be more proud of them. We ended up counting the fall on beam, and but that's okay. We knew coming into this that advancing out of tonight was going to be a big tall order, especially with UCLA and Michigan both ranked higher than us in this session. But we finished in third, and we beat Kent State, who was also ranked higher than us. And after beating Penn State yesterday, who was ranked higher than us, so it's been one of those seasons. It's been a little bit crazy up and down, with COVID and, delay in training and really just a little bit of everything. And this team has been so resilient and persevered through so much unknown. And, we ended tonight about as best as I could have ever expected. And so many bright points. And I think I'm most thrilled with the fact that, you always want to lay a great foundation at the end of the season for the next year. And this group came in and they knocked it out of the park, and they really have set a great foundation for us to keep building next year.
And just going off of that, we didn't know that we would make it to this point at the beginning of the season. What kind of work has your team put in just to get to the point of where they are today?
It's kind of difficult when you look at a team and you say, hey guys, we have to start training. We have to train like there is going to be a season, and you just don't know. And if there is going to be one, and, last year it ended so abruptly. And then the freshmen come into a completely new environment, not just coming to college, but coming to college under those circumstances. And they bought in from day one. And like I said, we've had our ups and downs, but it was every day. I can say that this team gave 100%. And a lot of days it gave 150%. And, even when we got to December, we still weren't sure, what a season was going to look like. And it could have, ended at any point right up until, getting to this competition, the first and second round of NCAA. So, they have literally put in blood, sweat, and tears. The investment that they have made has been incredible. And I'm just really happy that they were able to, qualify into this round and go out on such a high note.
And just talk a bit about your bars lineup. We've really seen these performances all year, but the scores really showed tonight with the season high in the event. What did you see from them tonight and just the confidence they brought?
Yeah, it's bars has been a pretty consistent event this year, but they kept working and working. The scores weren't exactly where we wanted them to be in the beginning, and even up until a few weeks ago. And they just kept coming in the gym and putting in the numbers, and their confidence kept getting better and better and better. And, through a higher confidence level, they were able to focus on fixing some of the little things. And, they turned that event into one that was just fun and almost one that we knew we were going to hit. It may not be the best scoring like a floor or a beam, scoring potential wise, but they pulled it together and they put some great routines. And we had athletes that didn't even get to compete this year, still pushing, from behind. And it kind of all gelled together. It culminated in tonight with a season high for those guys. I'm very proud of them. That's not an easy event, especially coming off of, a 6, 8, 9 month break that they had. So it's been neat to watch them grow and get confident on that event. So I was thrilled with that performance.
And just going off of that, another season high for the second night in a row with floor, 4 straight 9-9s to end the meet. Just how exciting is it to watch that, and really the potential that you have in that lineup with Emily reaching a career high, Kiana, both underclassmen, just going into their next couple of years?
Yeah, when we got done, with last season, ending abruptly, we knew that, West Virginia has always had a great reputation on floor, for entertaining floor routines and putting up big numbers. And so that was one of our big focuses. And Zakira Muhammad coming back was a huge part of that. She excelled on that event as an athlete. And, she's been at 2 previous schools before this one. Both of those schools excelled, under her coaching. And she proved it again. She came in here and wow, I cannot say how proud I am of her to come in, back to her alma mater and to coach with such confidence, but just to instill that much confidence into that lineup. And once again, we have routines that didn't get to compete. And it's going to be really exciting next year. We already know that we want to upgrade some tunnelling passes. We have some great freshmen coming in. We have some freshmen that didn't get to compete this year. And so it's one of those. I think floor probably highlights the potential that we honestly feel that this program has. And it's what we're going to keep striving for.
And last question, with the season ending with today's meet, just kind of what's next for this team, just moving forward into the off season.
Well, I feel like we definitely learned last year that off season is not necessarily a good thing for a gymnast. They didn't get to train very much from March up until September, and it definitely affected them. And so we had to be careful, coming back, and I'm very happy, the fact that we ended the season without a major injury. I'm thrilled about, and I think that was just good planning, and from the staff and everybody working hard, including the athletes. But what comes next is, they get a week off, and then really next year starts in about 7 or 8 days from now. And, we'll buckle back down to it. And we already have goals, and it just makes it a lot easier to end a season like this one is ending, to get ready to go into next year, to stay motivated. But, Mountaineer gymnasts, I tell you what, they never rest. And so we're making them take a week off. And then when we get back to it, I expect big things from them in the off season. And we're already talking about what we can do different for next year.